Hi, welcome to Xylo Scooters. This is a video on the operations of the XR5-Pro, on how to operate it, work the alarm, and so on. First, I'm going to show you the key functions. To turn it on, turn it right. To lock the steering wheel, you want to turn the steering wheel to the left or right and turn the key backwards by pushing the key inwards and spin it backwards, and that will lock your steering wheel. And you should be able to pull the key out. So now your bike is in a lock position. To release that lock, just stick the key back in the ignition. Turn it clockwise, and it's released. Now on the on function, you'll see that this have different speed levels. On the right, you will see a button down here with a 1, 2, 3. You can switch those to from 1 being the slowest, and you'll see the indicator right here on the right side. 2 and 3, so that'd be that yellow, red, and blue light. It's hard to tell with the in the video, but as you click the different levels, you'll see the numbers pop up and down. Yeah, you can see it: blue, yellow, then red. That'll be the different speed levels. 3 being the fastest. Now the yellow buttons right here, these are your horn buttons. And on the right here, this is your light button. Off, all the way to the right. Put it in the middle, that'll turn your headlights on to your just driving lights. No, that's, yeah, just the back, that'll just be the back lights. And you turn it again, then that'll be your headlights and your back lights. And then on this side, you'll have your high beam and your low beam. Then this button right here, this will be your directional signals. Left and right, and you'll see in your dashboard you'll have your indicator. Then you have your brakes, left and right. Now to open up your trunk on your scooter, there's an ignition key right there. You will use the same key as your ignition, and that will open up your seat. And this is where your battery is. On the left, you'll have a plug right here that if you're not using a bike for a long period of time, just to stop the battery from draining, just unplug this plug right here. You'll have to lift the battery up a little bit to get it to unplug, and then just unplug that plug right there. That's if you're not using your bike. Otherwise, just leave it plugged in. But if you're not using it for like a month or 2 months, or you're just storing it for the winter, just unplug that. It'll just save your battery life from the bike just slowly draining down. Then you'll have a smaller key that will be used for your trunk. That'll be the smaller key on a function. Now to work your alarm. On your key fob, you see the top button being a lock. the unlock, then a lock, and then you'll see an alarm button, and then you'll see the lightning button. The lightning button is a auto start. To use the auto start, first you want to hit the top button to unlock the bike. Then you'll push that lightning button twice. That key fob is not working. We'll go with this one. For some reason, this key fob is not working. That key fob is not working on that bike, so I'm gonna continue the alarm on this bike. All the alarm functions will work the same on all the electric scooters. To use your auto start, you will push the unlock button, then push the lightning button 2 times, and that will turn your bike on. Repeat, this is another bike that I'm showing you on because the other key fob is not working. Then to shut it back off, you can just push the lock button and that'll shut your bike, no, the unlock button, and that'll shut your bike back off out of the auto start button. And then when you want to arm your bike, you just press the lock button and that'll arm your bike for the alarm. Once the bike is armed, anybody touches the bike, you will get a, the first alarm will just be a warning. It'll arm and it'll go off within a second or two. Then once they push it a second time, then the alarm will go off until you disarm it. So now that it's in an arm position, that will be your warning from touching a bike the first time. Now, if they go to touch it again, now the full alarm will go off and it'll lock your wheels where you can't roll it. And it won't shut off. Now to shut it off, just push your unlock button. And that's how you work your alarm system. And I'll go back over to the other bike and show you the other basic features, where it's just your kickstand. That's your standard kickstand. And then you have your kickstand to lift the bike up on its wheels, on its back wheel. So you have your 2. Now the alarm system is working on this one. So that'll take it onto your kickstand. And then a release off the kickstand, just roll the bike forward and that'll take it off its kickstand, or you can just use the standard kickstand. Most people will use the double kickstand when they're storing it so nobody pushes the bike over. But if you're out and about and you just want to do a quick kickstand, you can just use that standard leg kickstand. And that's your other feature is, or not a feature, but just to charge your bike. On the front of the bike, you'll see this little plug right here with a little door. And this is where you plug your charger in to charge your bike. So you just plug your charger in. And when you plug your charger in, you'll see a red light on your charger showing that it's charging. And when it's fully charged, that red light will turn green, showing that the bike is fully charged. Now, I suggest you charge the bike during the day where you're not letting it sit overnight. This have a lead acid battery, so it's no chance on it catching fire. It'll just, charge and turn off. But some people don't feel right about leaving the, you know, with these house fires and everything. But that's more for the lithium batteries. On the old scooters, the charger didn't have a shut off. These chargers have shut-offs that once it's fully charged, it'll just turn green and it'll shut the charger down where there's no chance on you starting a house fire or anything. But some people are still scared with all the old style chargers catching fire. So I say, just for caution's sake, charge it while you're home. And, you know, because they typically take 4 to 6 hours to do a full charge, and then just, you know, unplug it when it's done. And in an incident that you didn't unplug your battery and you charge your, you know, stored your bike over the winter and left the battery plugged in, and your battery is dead beyond not even showing up on the dashboard, meaning that when you turn your key on and it doesn't show any battery life, then you're going to have to do a battery reset, meaning that your battery is going to need to trickle charge. So when you plug your charger in and try to charge it, and it doesn't even show red when it's starting to charge, you'll just see your charger will flicker green. It'll just have this slow little flicker of green. That's when your battery is so far down that it's not, the battery is not even grabbing a charge. When this happens, you will need to leave that battery charger plugged in for like a day or maybe two. You'll see a slow little flicker of the light, and that's what is trickle charging your battery. That will happen for like, you know, for like 10 hours, maybe 12 hours. It can be up to 24 hours. Just keep it plugged in and let it charge. Then once it grabs that triple charge is done, it'll go into a red where it'll start charging now. Then that 4 to 6 hour charging time will start only when that charger light turns red. Then it'll start charging. Otherwise, you'll just still see this little green light flickering. That means it's trying to grab the battery back from, you know, letting the battery go down too far beyond the charger being able to charge it again. But once it flickers over into a red, then it's back to charging. Then it'll bring the battery back and go into the red. And when it's fully charged, it'll go into a steady green, meaning the battery is fully charged now. Thank you for watching, and that's the operations and care. Showing you how to work the XR5-Pro, the alarm system, and how to work all the light functions and so on.